Welcome to this overview session about the training in coaching, coaching psychology and stress management offered by the Centre for Coaching, the Centre for Stress Management, the Centre for Health Coaching and the International Academy for Professional Development Ltd. More information is available on the website www.centreforcoaching.com. Here we can see an overview of modular diploma programmes in terms of the title of the diploma, the completion of taught modular certificate programmes and assessment in regards to what learners are expected to submit. So if we begin with the titles of the diploma, there is the Accredited Advanced Diploma in Coaching, an Association for Coaching Accredited Diploma in Coach Training, and IAFPD Diplomas in Coaching, Coaching Psychology and Psychological Coaching. Now, for both of those types of diplomas, the completion of modular certificate programmes remains the same. It includes a certificate in coaching, which is 5 days taught programme, a certificate in stress management and performance coaching, which is made up of 3 of the following 2-day primary certificates: stress management, performance coaching, and then the choice of attending problem-focused or assertiveness and communication. The last 5-day taught programme is the certificate in coaching psychology or psychological coaching. And please note, they include a completion of a post-programme work to obtain a certificate of achievement, and that relates to each of the modular certificate programmes mentioned above. Now, where these diplomas differ relates to assessment and what learners are expected to submit. The Accredited Advanced Diploma in Coaching, with the blue background, requires the following: coaching practice log, with evidence of a minimum of 75 hours of coaching practice, a learning log and reflective journal, reference from a coaching supervisor, evidence of continuing professional development, 1 written case study, and evidence of professional indemnity insurance and evidence of professional body membership. IAFPD diplomas, represented with this red background, have the following assessment: 3 reports of completed coaching with 3 different coachees, and that is 500 to 750 words each. There's an extended essay on an aspect of coaching or the psychology coaching, and there's a difference in the word length here. The diploma in coaching is 5,000 words. The diploma in coaching psychology or psychological coaching is 6,500 words. There's 2 book reviews as well, 750 to 1,000 word each, and reference from a coaching or coaching psychologist supervisor. On application, we can give you guidance as to whether you are suited to apply for the Diploma in Coaching Psychology or Psychological Coaching, because that is based on your undergraduate degree and whether that's recognised, for example, by the BPS as graduate basis of chartership. Details of the Diploma in Stress Management pathway are provided here. Learners are required to complete a number of modular taught certificate programmes: the certificate in coaching, which is 5 days, the certificate in stress management and performance coaching, which consists of 3 2-day primary certificate programmes: stress management, performance coaching, and then the option of problem focused or assertiveness and communication. Then the certificate in relaxation and health coaching, which consists of 2-day taught modules. Additionally, learners are expected to submit, as part of the assessment, a post-programme review for each certificate module, and the diploma programme also includes additional course reading, the submission of 2 book reviews, and a post-programme review focusing on the overall programme. We offer a range of certificate programmes, and here is an overview. So to begin with, the Certificate in Coaching. This is a 5-day programme. It covers the theory and practice of coaching, and it includes the traditional approaches such as the GROW model alongside cognitive behavioural coaching. Now this is suitable for in-training coaches, managers, personnel staff, management consultants, psychologists, trainers, and anyone interested in learning about coaching and the cognitive behavioural approach. Because this is a foundation level programme, it's not really suitable for experienced coaches or perhaps those already accredited in the cognitive behavioural approach. The Certificate in Coaching Psychology or Psychological Coaching is also a 5-day taught programme. It's more advanced and it looks at an understanding of the psychology of coaching from a cognitive behavioural perspective, together with a range of advanced coaching skills. Because of this, learners have usually completed another course at the centre to ensure they have some skills, knowledge and practice of solution-focused cognitive behavioural coaching. Learners will be currently coaching clients, staff or other coachees. Both of these certificates have a level of assessment that learners are expected to submit. This includes completion of a post-programme review, where you reflect upon your learning from completing the certificate and how you'll be taking that forward as part of your personal and or professional development. There's also daily reflections, book review, and other reading to obtain the Certificate of Achievement. We'll be able to give you some more information as to whether the Certificate in Coaching Psychology or Psychological Coaching is the route for you. This is primarily dependent on your undergraduate degree in psychology and whether it is recognised by a professional psychology body, such as, for example, the British Psychological Society and its graduate basis for chartership. Other certificate programs include stress management and performance coaching, stress management, health and wellbeing coaching. And here you can see that whilst the assessment learners are expected to submit is very similar to what was covered on the previous slide, there are differences in terms of the modular primary certificate programs that are included within each certificate. So the stress management and performance coaching involves 6-day programs requiring completion of A and B plus one additional option from C to E. So that's requirement of completion of the primary certificate in stress management or primary certificate in occupational and organisational stress management, which is they're both 2-day taught programs. There's a requirement to complete the primary certificate in performance coaching, which again is a 2-day taught program. And then the option of an additional program from the primary certificate in problem focused counselling, coaching and training, the primary certificate in assertion and communication skills training, or the primary certificate in redundancy coaching and counselling. All of those are 2-day programs. For stress management, health and wellbeing coaching, that certificate is a 4-day program and it requires completion of the primary certificate in stress management or the primary certificate in occupational and organisational stress management. Both of those are 2 days, as well as the primary certificate in health and wellbeing cognitive behavioural coaching, and that is a 2-day taught programme. There are also certificates titled Positive Psychology Coaching and Stress Management, Relaxation and Health Coaching. The Positive Psychology Coaching is a 6-day taught programme, and completion requires primary certificate in Positive Psychology Coaching, the primary certificate in Developmental Coaching, Facilitating Positive Transitions, and the primary certificate in Developing Psychological Resilience, a coaching perspective. Each of those is a 2-day taught programme. For the Stress Management, Relaxation and Health Coaching certificate, again, that is a 6-day programme, but it requires completion of the primary certificate in Stress Management or the primary certificate in Occupational and Organisational Stress Management, the primary certificate in Health and Wellbeing Cognitive Behavioural Coaching, and the primary certificate in Relaxation Skills Training. Again, they are all 2-day taught courses. As you'll see, the assessment that learners are expected to submit is similar to the other titles we've talked about in terms of the certificates. Here we've got details of the title of the certificates on stress management, relaxation and health coaching. The taught courses include 6-day programmes requiring completion of primary certificate in stress management or primary certificate in occupational and organisational stress management, the primary certificate in rational emotive behavioural therapy and counselling, the primary certificate in cognitive behavioural therapy and training, the primary certificate in problem-focused coaching, counselling and training, the primary certificate in health and wellbeing cognitive behavioural coaching, the primary certificate in assertion and communication skills training, and the primary certificate in multimodal therapy and counselling. That programme requires completion of A plus 2 additional 2-day modules from B to G, listed here. The relaxation and health coaching is a 4-day programme and requires completion of A and B. So that's the primary certificate in health and wellbeing, cognitive behavioural coaching, and the primary certificate in relaxation skills training. The assessment learners are expected to submit is the completion of a post-programme review and any related post-programme work to obtain the certificate of achievement. Let's look here at the advanced modular certificate programmes and an overview of them. So these are a combination of certificates, and they include the advanced CPD certificate in coaching, psychological coaching or coaching psychology, and that involves completion of the certificate in coaching, the certificate in stress management and performance coaching, and the certificate in psychological coaching or the certificate in coaching psychology. The health coaching, stress management, relaxation and health coaching advanced CPD certificate includes the certificate in coaching or the certificate in positive psychology coaching and the certificate in stress management, health and wellbeing coaching. Learners are expected to submit, as part of the assessment, completion of post-programme reviews and any related post-programme work related to those certificates, which includes daily reflections, maybe book reviews, etc. A range of primary certificate titles are offered. This includes performance coaching, stress management, assertion and communication skills training, problem-focused counselling, coaching and training, positive psychology coaching, coaching psychology, developmental and transitions coaching, developing psychological resilience, a coaching perspective, health and wellbeing coaching, coaching supervision, coaching psychology supervision, acceptance and commitment therapy, and relaxation skills training. These are 2-day programmes and are suitable for initial or continuing professional development. Handouts and a manual or workbook are provided for each of those primary certificate titles, and they're suitable for a range of learners including managers, coaches, personnel staff, trainers, and counsellors. Learners are expected to submit as part of the assessment a post-programme review, and a number of the primary certificate two-day programmes have an Institute of Leadership equivalent programme which do not involve the completion of the PPR or the post-programme review or any other work. Thank you for listening to this summary of training in terms of the diplomas, the certificates, the advanced certificates, and the primary certificates in coaching psychology, and stress management. And of course, more information is on the website www.centreforcoaching.com.